That's real talk.
Does that make sense?
With LMJ.
Because we ain't got no, we ain't going away on weekends.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Unless we go to Uncle Curtis or whoever else. Well, welcome to Real Talk with LMJ. We are here today on this Wednesday at 12 noon in Guillermo's Coffee Shop. And I have a really dope guest, my guy, Charles. Charles and I go way back. Like,
way
we
back.
go way back. Like, way back. Like, I remember when you weren't this cute.
That's not true. I've always been this
That's
cute.
for Derek Blake. That's for Derek Blake.
Yeah, bro, stop hating.
He'll get that. Derek will get that more than anything. So I'm here with Charles. We're going to talk politics and a little bit about Charles and definitely about this upcoming mayor's race.
It's going on right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Voter registration. You don't have to. This is the question I needed clarity on. If you did not vote the first time, can you vote now?
Yes.
I wanted to clear that off the top.
As long as you're registered to vote,
you
can go in and vote right now. Voting is going on right now at Suco and Williams Library on 7th Chester, the Brown Library on
Rawling, which is out by my house,
Roosevelt Thompson on Rawling Road, McMath Library on John Barrow, and downtown at Broadway and Markham at the Pulaski County Election Commission. So,
but no weekend early voting this time.
So we had vote yesterday, today, Thursday,
yes,
Friday,
yes,
next Monday,
yes,
and then election day, runoff election day is next Tuesday, December 4th.
Okay, and final voting is when?
December 4th.
Okay, final voting is December 4th.
The last day you can vote is December 4th, and we need your votes. You got to get out there. We're on a mission to change the city.
Yeah.
And it won't happen without everyone. So we're excited.
So we're gonna talk about that in just a second. So I have to start with you how I start with everybody else.
Okay.
Who is Charles Blake?
Who is Charles Blake?
Yes.
A father.
Okay.
Public servant. See, you hit me with the.
I know. I get everybody every time with this.
A podcaster.
Yes, you are.
A loyal friend.
Okay.
That's what Charles Blake is.
I think you're an entrepreneur too.
Oh yes.
Even though you're I definitely think you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I think that's in you, just all in you. I know.
You know the family, so
yeah,
that's part of the blood.
That's real big. And so if you're just logging on, I'm here, Representative Charles Blake, my friend, like my homie, making a big impact. Let me say this first. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, boo.
No, like for real, like for real.
It means a lot. It means a lot coming from people you grew up with. It means a lot coming from people who really know you.
Yeah.
People who know what your name really is.
Yeah. And all your nicknames and everything else. But it's so dope to see you make an impact.
Appreciate that.
To changing our state, to go into legislation and all that stuff. When I first saw you run, you were actually in my district. Somebody had asked me, was I interested in running? And I'm like, no, some stuff is just family conflict. We ain't getting ready to be ugly. Like, some stuff is just family conflict. I'm sure not.
Oh, that would have been difficult.
That would have been very difficult. I would have conceded. I would have let you have your reign for a moment and just kept going. I wouldn't do that. But now I'm not in your area at all. So
we start training you.
Get me ready for politics.
That's something that we're doing. We're looking forward to getting into 2019.
My boys think I can. They told me the other day I could run for president.
Yeah.
So. That's what they told me.
And that's what's big for Men's Day. And I was speaking at a breakfast, and I told them, the scripture was about winning, and I went in and I told them, we have to redefine what winning is, because what we're doing now is we're winning the intangible.
Yeah, that's good.
We're winning legacy.
That's good.
Even whatever happens on Tuesday, we will win on Tuesday.
Yes.
But whatever happens, there's not another black kid that grows up in Little Rock that doesn't believe they can be mayor.
That can be mayor. That's good.
And that's what it's really
or
about.
Representatives or entrepreneurs or governor or anything else.
We'll make it happen.
That's really big. So you have some new voter reform legislation.
I sure do.
Tell me about that.
So it's the Arkansas visa. It's HB 1004. I ran a similar bill last year. So it's automatic voter registration.
Okay.
But what it really is voter integrity and security. So what we're doing is we want to make sure that when you go into the DMV, the Office of Driver Services, that when you get a new ID, a new license, a change of address, your voter registration information is automatically updated. So that's the first automatic. It's automatically updated, which means we're gonna have more secure rolls, more accurate rolls, and as well as if you haven't been registered, you'll be automatically registered unless you choose not to. So it's more of an opt-out program. So we don't have to worry about who is registering. All we're worrying about is who doesn't want to be registered. Those data files are batched over every day, and you're automatically sent over to Secretary of State, which then sent to the county clerks. You're automatically registered. You would get your voter registration card emailed or mailed to you within 2 weeks. So we're making sure that as soon as you go into the DMV, everybody goes there. Everybody goes to the revenue office or something. And as soon as you go in there and you haven't been registered, now you have to tell them that you don't want to be registered. Being registered. Being registered is half the battle. You know, we're trying which we've always. That's a goal of. It should be a goal of everyone. Is to increase voter turnout. Is to make sure people have that. It's two parts. Going to the polls. But being registered.
That's good, because I was going to ask you what was the motivation behind this piece of legislation.
It's making sure that we have accurate rolls, making sure that we are securing our voter registration process. But also increasing voter turnout.
That's good.
Increasing the participation in the process. And that's what we have to be about.
Because we need that.
Yes, we do.
In every process.
Your voice is your voice.
And so you have fair representation. And I don't think we know how important that is. So something unique, and then we're going to get onto this race. You are such a family man.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you balance this role as representative, this role as entrepreneur, and with doing all that you do for your kids and everything else?
Well, like we said earlier, the kids come first. So everything I'm doing in the mindset of how is this valuing my kids' life?
That's good.
How am I enriching my kids' life?
That's good.
How are we prospering?
Good.
So if everything I'm doing with Frank, we can make a better city for my kids.
That's good.
And Frank and I sit down and we talk about it all the time. We don't want our kids to grow up in
just anything.
In a city where if you look at how the voting was, it's so segregated. It's pockets.
It's very segregated.
We don't want that to happen. We don't want our city to grow up in a state where we are suppressing rights. That's my goal, and that's my why.
That's good, because I've seen you interact with them. I've seen you make them precedent. Even in, you and I've talked sometime, and you like, I'm making shrimp Alfredo pasta, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's dope. You know,
why you doing that? Because they hungry and I cook.
I cook, and that's big. But that also shows the balance, and you don't always see that with dads. Like you see moms do that, and so that's really big of you. So let's transition into this race. Why is this race so significant?
It's a couple reasons. I would say the first reason is Frank and Antoine and I's why for the last 20 years. We've been road dogs since we were 15 years old. And actually we know each other before then. But we've been really running these streets since we was 15 years old. And our why is we shouldn't be in a city that's not unified.
That's good.
And I say that, and Frank says it a lot, because once we come together, we can all win together. Period. We haven't seen, but we know the stories of 9th Street. When we had, and
when we had businesses,
and we were together.
Equal opportunities.
The dollar was staying in communities. We had opportunities to have minority-majority partnerships. There was a lot of winning. So that's the first why, is that this election, this mayoral election, is so significant because Frank is literally talking about what everyone has said that would be nice. So that's the one reason. Potential.
And I interviewed him for Coffee and Conversation before this guy started, and I remember I was having a conversation with why Frank, because we were getting into this conversation of Democratic or Republican, and I knew he was running independent, which helped me tremendously. But I told him I was sold out because he used the word potential, and I am very, very big on potential and opportunity and how much we have.
That's why we're back here. We see all the potential and opportunity that goes on. I mean, that's why we're back. We've talked about, if we were 17, 18, we were getting ready to go off to high school, saying go out to college, figure out what you're going to do, then come back and let's make a difference. And everything we do is very strategic. So this is not a flash in the pan. He decided to run for mayor. We've been planning things out for 10 years. So this is something that we're excited about. So that's the first reason. Second reason is that, I mean, Frank is 30. Frank just turned 35.
He is
So
young.
we're ushering in.
Y'all babies. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be 45 in about 2 weeks. I'll be 45 in like 2 weeks.
I know you. You ain't on 45.
45 in 2 weeks. Yeah.
But we're ushering a new generation of leadership.
Yeah,
And,
that's good.
And it doesn't matter, you know. Maybe it's that we're young that makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that we're black that makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we're talented.
Yes, you are.
And we grew up here.
Yes, you are.
And we choose to be here.
Yes.
And that's what I want everybody to know in Little Rock is that, you know, embrace this. This brother is here. He wants to be here.
Yes.
For all of us.
Yes.
So let's make it happen.
Yes.
Let's make it happen. And then obviously, you know, Frank will be the first black elected mayor of Little Rock.
Yeah.
And that's something that he shies away from, but I won't. You know, that's big.
He don't want to talk about
he
it.
Don't want to talk about it.
We remember, and I remember how significant things were when Lottie Shackelford was, you know, elected for North Little Rock. Just the different things that we've seen significantly in this time and this season. And when we're talking about potential, we're talking about the opportunities to develop. I get sick and tired of hearing people say there's nothing to do in Little Rock.
Oh.
Little Rock doesn't have the opportunity. Well, so they move and leave. And talent and our friends, and we know how that is. Like, people have asked me all the time, why haven't you left the state? And I think about it all the time, and then I think about the reality of if no one stays home,
who's going to do the work?
Who's going to do the work? And our communities are not going to have what they need.
I'm going to harp on it again. You know, we've been road dogs for a long time.
Yeah.
And one of our sayings that we continue to go by, but if not who? If not us, then who?
Then
if
who?
not now, then when?
Yeah.
You know, and that's really, it's time.
It
you know,
is
if you think
time.
about it, if not now, it's time.
It's time.
Now it's time.
Yeah.
And we're excited. We're excited about what we can accomplish together here.
Yeah.
So, and you said that people move off, and that's the thing that we're seeing with the podcast with Frank. We're seeing a lot of people reaching out to us, saying we see the movement.
Yep.
We see it's creative, but what we're doing is we are giving people outlets, telling those stories.
Yep.
We had John Brummett on our podcast.
Is that the new one?
Yes, on Tuesday.
Okay.
And he said, you know, I told him, you know, we've been reading your columns for a while. And because we've been reading your columns, this is why we started this podcast.
Yes.
And I told him because the people who have been underserved, who have been overlooked, who have been unheard, still have stories to tell.
Still have stories to tell. Still have perspectives.
So
still have a voice.
If we're not, we can't wait for KRK, the Democrat Gazette,
not at
or
all.
the Arkansas Times.
Not at all.
So what we do is we partner with Arkansas Times and say, you know what?
Yep.
We'll tell our stories. Your people, your listener base will hear our stories.
Yep.
We'll bring a whole new listen. We're unifying Arkansas Times. That's what we're doing.
But that's good, and that works so dope. And I appreciate what Rock the Culture is doing. It's the same reason when I started Coffee and Conversations, and then I made the shift from Real Talk to Real Talk with LMJ. I wanted to give perspective. I didn't want, which sometimes gets hard for us as Christian. Like I wanted. People know who I am and who I serve, but I wanted to give voice to the people. I wanted to give voice to the community. I wanted people to be able to see minority women, people of color, people of underserved populations, and what we're doing in our communities. Bossing up and letting the people's opinion matter and where we are. So, what would you say to the person? Because you pro Frank, right?
Oh yeah.
What would you say to the person that's skeptic of Frank, or that doesn't really know that's not Frank's homeboy?
Frank is the real deal. I say that knowing I got inside track, so I've been knowing since he was 12 years old.
Yeah.
But Frank D. Scott Jr. is someone who is of the highest. He's a better man than me, and I think highly of myself.
That's big.
So for me to say that, I know his character, I know his integrity, I know his true talent. And when this man walks into the room, it no matter where we are, we could be in the room with the governor. I've seen it. We can be in the room with Warren Stevens, millionaires. We can be in the room with kids. We can be in the room with just the boys from the street. He commands the room. He commands a presence, and that's because he's a true leader. Yeah. And I'll follow that dude anywhere. And that's, you know, I try to keep my circle small, as you know.
Yes. We talk about that.
I got 3 or 4 best friends who've been with me since 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Yeah. You know, Frank and Antoine are 2 of them. No, that's true. And we always challenge. We try to challenge each other. And then the thing that I can say about Frank is that we're all always impressed by his drive.
That's good.
And I'm saying that he's genuine when he says he wants to unify the city. He's genuine when he says he's going to bring people back to the city.
Yeah.
We've had conversations with people who have left saying we want to come back.
Yeah,
and
we want you to come back. We're trying to provide opportunity
Exactly.
for you, and I think that is so important. I am definitely a Frank Scott fan. When I met him, there was just something so sincere about him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not big about sharing my political beliefs. I try to stay really neutral until I know there's something that I believe in. And I just was like, no, this man is sincere. This is not just about him. This is not just even just about minorities. No. This is about what you said, unification for the city, providing opportunity for us. Because I am an entrepreneur. What is this race, or what is his win going to do for the small business owner?
A lot of people say, what's the biggest issues? And if you watched the debate last night, if you haven't, go check out KARK. He was on message the entire night. You heard it. You heard two things probably 13 times.
Yes.
We're going to unify the city.
Yeah.
And we want to have true jobs growth.
Yeah.
And what that means is that, and he talks about just not bringing in corporations.
Yes.
We have to build entrepreneurs.
Yes.
We have to build small business leaders.
Yes.
So we as a city, we have to invest in those programs that are actually going to make people the employers instead of the employees.
Correct.
And so what Frank and I have and continue to talk about is minority-majority partnerships.
Yes.
Partnering with the people who have the resources. If you have ideas.
Yes.
Partnerships. You have to work well together. Everybody has to.
And you need those. And one of the things for me significant, or one of the things I always focus on, especially as women who are mothers or women who are single mothers, is providing an opportunity for them to maximize the skills that they have, so that they can still manage their home. I'm a single mom now. I know what it's like, but the blessing is I work from home. For the mother that doesn't want to work from home, or who desires to work from home and just doesn't know how to become that entrepreneur, that's what I'm always pushing for, because I know if she has more time to give to her kids, then her kids are more solid. They're going to perform and do better in school, and she's going to be able to connect them better to the environment. And then we're going to see increase in reading. Like, it's all correlated. We're going to see we're going to see them grow in school. We're going to see them grow and flourish in their environments. So that's big for me. So tell me what's happening over the next couple of days, because we're going to be out of time in just a minute.
We're going to hit your neighborhoods. We're serving lunch at the polls. The early voting location times they're closed at 5 instead of 6 now. So we're encouraging people to go out and vote on your lunch break.
Okay.
We got pizzas. We're going to have barbecue. We're going to have chicken wings.
Ooh,
Come
I don't
on
eat
out.
chicken, but I can definitely do pizza and barbecue.
Come on out and vote. Vote. So we have a push going in our communities all across the city to make people know, to make sure people are aware what's going on. We spent the first 2 weeks trying to educate people on what a runoff is.
Yeah, and
so we're starting behind the 8 ball, but it's going to be about turnout. If we turn out, the city will change.
So because statistically,
we don't.
Correct.
But it is unprecedented times.
Okay.
And it's uncharted waters. We've never had a runoff for mayor. We've never had a runoff for Little Rock. So we can set the precedent here.
So if you haven't voted, I need you to do me a favor. Go vote.
Go vote.
I need you to go vote. I don't need you to sit back and not vote. Go out and go vote today. You can vote today. As they said, they had lunch down. You guys will have lunch tomorrow.
We have lunch tomorrow. We have lunch. Yeah.
I have lunch Friday. You can go on your lunch break, vote at the polls, and
take some people with you.
Take some people with you. I haven't voted yet. I'm gonna go vote tomorrow. So I had to wait. I got a little bit person calling me. So I will go vote. We will go vote. I will go vote tomorrow. I will take some people with me. I'll even give somebody a ride if they need a ride to the polls tomorrow. And I know that you guys have people that are giving rides.
Yes.
How can they contact someone if they need a ride? Who's the
we have
point
a
of
number.
contact?
Check out Frank Scott Jr. on Facebook.
Yep.
We have the number posted. It's there. We will come pick you up. We got 3 or 4 vans that are running all day long.
Yep.
It's simple. Literally pick up the phone, dial the number, we'll pick you up, serve you lunch, and take you back home. So how can you beat that?
You cannot beat that. And so I have one more question for
ma'am.
you that's significant for me. how a lot of times I hear from people that my representative did not respond, my representative or my senator is not listening to me. How do we create a partnership between you guys? What is the information you would tell someone who wants to be heard by their I know you're real user friendly, but I'm just saying, how do we create those partnerships?
I pride myself on being the most accessible legislator. So, but it is literally reaching out. We all have government email accounts. I don't know if everybody gives out their cell phones or emails, but go to arcleg.com. Arcleg.com. Search to see who your representative, your senator is.
Yes.
Send them a note.
Yeah.
They will respond.
Yeah.
Because we work for you.
Yeah. That's what I say. I employ you.
We work for you.
That's how I
I'm
feel.
a public servant.
Yes.
You know, I'm not. I don't want to be called a legislator, or I'm a public servant.
Yep.
And forge those relationships.
Yes.
Get together with this is a great opportunity. Get together with some of your neighbors, some of your friends. Say I'm hosting a meet and greet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to turn down
food and meet and greet, hanging out.
Where y'all want to come meet me.
Yeah, that's good.
I like when people come meet me.
Yeah, that's real good. So, that's really big.
There's strength in numbers.
Yeah.
So remember, get yourself 4, 5, 10 friends and say, hey, we have issues we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Tell us what time works best for you, and I promise you we'll be there. And if we're not there, then you get a chance to
and just say I invited you, you didn't show up.
Exactly.
But I think
where was you at?
I think the opportunity.
Representative Blake was here.
Yeah. No, and I think that's important, and I think that's necessary, because a lot of times we'll shut down on the issues and we won't bring them up again, and then we'll complain about you. But we haven't connected properly. I just said if I felt like it, I was gonna sit on the state capitol until somebody hears what I need to say.
You gonna hear me, boo.
I'm gonna tweet and everything else, and you gonna hear what I want to say. Well, we are just about out of time. I know.
I'm always listening to you.
I'm gonna get you. I appreciate you so. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate your accessibility and who you have been as a representative, and it's really big. We got new people. We got Jamie Scott. We got new people coming on.
We're excited. We're excited.
Yeah, I'm
about
super
our
excited.
Democratic caucus.
Yeah, I'm excited. I saw that. So tell me, how can people get in touch with you?
You can find me on Facebook at Rep Charles Blake. I'm on Instagram at Rep Blake 36. I'm on Twitter at Charles J Blake. My cell phone number is 501-425-9824. I'm accessible. Holler at me.
Yeah, so that's good. So this is Representative Charles Blake here on Real Talk with LMJ. We've been talking a little bit about Charles Blake, about politics, and definitely the significance of this mayor race.
Vote Frank Scott Jr.
If you're looking for a change in Little Rock, it's time. There's so much potential and so much opportunity here. And Frank Scott, I just truly believe. I have not endorsed him publicly yet. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I've not endorsed him yet, but today, Frank, you get my endorsement.
Boom! There it is. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Real Talk.
Here on Real Talk LMJ. Go vote for Frank. I think he's the change we need. There's a sincerity. And for those of my Christians who are always, he is definitely a man of God.
Yes, he is.
God stays at the forefront of the decisions he makes. He's a man of character, and he is a man of integrity. And I watch that above anything. I look for your voice to be what it is, because it's hard for us sometimes. We want somebody that represents our moral beliefs as well. And I definitely can tell you that Frank Scott does that, and he does that with much sincerity. So I am definitely a Frank Scott fan. Thank you so much for being here. Rock the Culture.
Rock the Culture.
Talk a little bit about Rock the Culture.
Next Monday.
I'll be there, won't I?
We'll be there, Rock the Culture. We're a local podcast.
Yeah, doing major things.
We talk about everything Little Rock, everything Central Arkansas, everything the culture. So
Antoine was mad at me because I had you on first. He'll be over it.
He'll be all right.
Get over it.
You know,
he's like, that's a boss move. I told him it wasn't personal. I wanted